Hi Saggitarius, welcome to my weekly readings. This is the first time I'm giving you a reading. I'm super excited. I normally do readings for Virgos, but I was always open if I had any requests to do any other sign to do a reading. So I've been requested to give you a reading, so here I am. Of course, these are very overall readings, and they are also timeless in nature. So you can always come to them and receive positive feedback. Okay, my dearest friend, let's begin. So the voice of my ancestors here are talking about you're going through a lot of changes. There are many changes that are taking place around you. It's like you may be moving residence, even location. Maybe you're moving in with somebody else, or there is that opportunity on the table. So it's like you're the center, and all of these things are happening around you that in some ways are trying to pull you in different directions. And what is being advised here for you to stand strong. Be fearless about your choices, and don't let anyone or anything to talk you into something that you're not ready to do. Of course, there are ways of doing that, and the best option is to be graceful, to not let stress or anxiety to get in the way and make you respond with, aggression. Also, we have the energy here of the spirit fox, and this is an energy that it talks about being tricked. You got to be careful. Don't be tricked into doing something. You do have the quality to see through people, but just be careful and observe and choose that sense of ease to handle the situation. Breathe. They're telling you, breathe deeply, my friend. If you're feeling agitated, remember, stress is not real. I know that it feels that way, but it's not real. It's just a state of mind. We get to feel, it's a state of mind that makes us feel like we have no other options. Or we just don't seem to have the answer in that moment, and we want it. Because we're coming from that place of we have to do something about it. But no, if you don't have an answer, the best thing is to do nothing. And if the people around you are pressuring you into performance, just step back. Step back and say, no, I'm not ready. Yeah, so here you're being asked to adapt to the situation the best way possible. So that you don't create more stress. You are being helped, okay? You have a lot of help here from your guides, and they're helping you to just move like water. To be fluid, to take deep breath and connect with that purity of the air. A gentle approach to this situation ultimately will be more fruitful and rewarding to you. I don't know what's going on right now with you, Sag, but that's one of the emphasis right now that I'm getting. And at some point you will see that everything that is happening, there are reasons, and there are reasons that are definitely very beneficial to you. You may not see all the answers, or you may not see with clarity, but eventually you will. So the most important thing is that just slow down. If you have to let go of the place that you're living right now because of a change in management or the lease, just take some deep breath and just relax and trust. That's the best thing for you ultimately. If what you're being rushed is to respond to a relationship and take responsibility for something that you're being expected to do the same. Here I see that in the heart of your reading there's a 3 of Swords. Something happened between you and a person that created this 3 of Swords. You know this person from before. And it took you a while to actually overcome a lot of the emotional challenges that you had with this person. But it led you into a place of understanding yourself better. And now you're able to express it in a way that shows what you know, what you've learned. Especially in regards to relationships. What you want from a relationship. What you're expecting from a relationship. So there was a lesson learned that now allows you to come from a very different place. But because you know this person and you know what they're about, there is a sense of cautiousness here. Not recreating something that you dealt with before. So you're definitely are being asked to not rush the decision. I don't believe that you are. I believe that you're taking your time. There's a sense of cautiousness here in the way that you're dealing with the situation where you don't want to rush it. And when I look, the person that you're dealing with, they seem to be floating in a cloud. It's like they're feeling as if finally they're getting the opportunity, they're getting their break. You're so passionate. You have so much passion, and the way you make this person feel is like, oh my God, I finally get my wish. And I'm not letting this go. So they seem to be responding in a way that feels, very cool. But you got to be careful, because here with the Spirit Fox, we have to be careful. Somehow I feel, I don't know, this is what I'm picking up very strongly, that somebody's got pregnant and now you're expected to take responsibility. So in some ways, things around you right now are moving fairly quickly, faster than you wanted it to. And that's why you're being, warned to stand your ground. Through all of this, you can take responsibility, but be clear where you're coming from. Because people can behave in a way that everything is right and good right now, and then a year from now, back to the same thing. And this is one of the things that happen with Mercury. Mercury, when it's in retrograde, it brings people from the past. The opportunity is so that we can heal the situation, heal the imbalance. Sometimes we can heal it and let it go, release it. And sometimes we get to readjust the agreement. But you have to be very clear. So in those moments where you're being pulled to perform, we have to do this and this and this and this, and everything is going to be great. If it doesn't feel good for you, take some deep breath and then say your piece, say your truth. If this person is really meant to be in your life for the right reasons, they will wait. I see here you like struggling, and you're juggling. That's not a good place to be. That tells me that you are trying to do too many things at once and being forced to decide when you're not clear about what to do. And it's not that you don't want this, it's just that you're not clear how far you want to take it. And of course, the other person is kind of like, okay, my clock is ticking, I'm waiting. And they're like, oh yeah, take your time, baby, take your time. But guess what? You know, I got all the accommodations for the wedding and I have my dress, but take your time, love. There's no rush here. I don't know, I'm just saying that, but that's what comes. Oh no, baby, no worries. But guess what? My lease is up. And this is the perfect time for us to give it another go. We can move in together. And this time around, it's going to be awesome. And you're like, but wait a minute. I do love you, but I'm not there yet. You come across as the perfect opportunity for this person where you bring a lot of security in the relationship. And the person is daydreaming about that. They know what you can offer. They've always loved you and had, you know, a crush on you. But I don't know what happened in the past, and it doesn't matter. The past is the past. What matters is what's happening here. And right now, they're really hoping for this to take off. That I can tell you. They really have all their eggs in that basket saying, you know, this time is going to happen. It's going to be the right time for us. And you're saying, wait. Let's not run before we can walk. And when we feel trapped like that, sometimes, you know, we're being trapped and we don't know it, but we can sense it. And then once in a while we overreact, and then we're like, I'm sorry, baby. I don't know what happened, but I just was in a bad mood, or I worked too hard. But the reality is that we're overreacting because a part of us knows that something is not right, and it's in the way that it's letting you know, pay attention. Pay attention. And what we're doing is apologizing and overlooking our feelings. Don't deny yourself the opportunity to look within. I feel somehow that this situation has been adapted and created around you more than you participating in it. I don't know why I feel that way as I look at your cards versus this person's card. It's like they're making it too easy, when in reality you're the one who's going to end up doing most of the work. Okay, I know this is not for everyone, but this is what I'm feeling. And I'm not saying don't go for it. What I'm saying is be clear the reasons why you're doing it. It's great to have passion and a great sexual intimacy with somebody. But remember, at some point that's over. And then reality hits. And you know this. You know this. You know this because your intuition told you before. And your intuition is reminding you again with the Three of Swords. Somebody could have also been unfaithful here in the past. And the person might have given you very good reasons why they did it, but remains to be an action that is not necessarily sincere, right? People have many reasons why they are unfaithful. But you know, you have other choices. We know that. We have always choices. Six. Just trying to check here. The Moon, the Hermit. And when I see, like for example, the 4 and 4, you both have the 4 cards. Look at how different these 4s are. Yours is this one and the person is this one. This 4 doesn't look very happy. The cup is being offered and they're thinking about the heartaches they went through to get away from all of that negativity, those emotions that, you know, those insecurities and, you know, fears and pain and heartaches, pretty much. This person, on the other hand, they're like, oh, yeah, I want to have a baby. This time, my life is really going to take off because now that I finally realize that this is what I want and this is who I love, I'm going to have my dream, my prince, everything, all of my dreams come true. Yeah. That's the 4. And then we have the 9 of Cups. Look at the difference of these cups. Here, I've come a long way. And those tough lessons that I've learned, I finally learned them. To know better. Now I know what I want. And I'm very comfortable with who I am. And I'm quite happy with 9 cups. If the 10th cup comes, well, great. But in the meantime, I'm quite happy here. I've done my homework to know what I want. With this sword in the back. Went through very difficult times in my life. And yes, you challenged me in so many ways. But I finally got to that place of knowing what I want. And, you know, feeling comfortable with myself. This 9 here, it's about, I know you from the past, and you were so good to me. You gave me so much, and I took you for granted, and now I know better, and gosh, what a great opportunity I'm having here once again, because I remember a lot of what you did back in those days that I didn't appreciate. There was no one like you, baby. The way you made me feel in bed, oh, there was no one like you. Sorry, guys, but it is what it is. And then we have the Lover's card, of course. You both definitely love each other, right? There's a lot of things here in common. But with you, Sag, is between the 3 of Swords and the Page of Cups. Pain and opportunity. And with this person is between the Ace of Wands and the Star. Can you see the difference? They're dreaming, they're in a cloud while you are like, yeah, but I remember still. Don't you? Because I do. And of course, you know, the person who got hurt is the one that remembers always more of the pain than the person that hurt you. But then again, you know, at some point we have to let it go. And the opportunity of doing that is here. So you either, you know, let it go and get clear-headed and decide, okay, is this the right person for me? Is this who I want? Or completely let it go. And it doesn't matter if she's pregnant and she's going to have another baby, or if she has your kids, or if she, you know, lost her lease and she needs to move in with somebody, or she, you know, is becoming the perfect human being just for you. And I keep talking about her because, you know, comments as the Empress here. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It's nice, but it's not everything. It has to feel right. So this time around, you need to make that decision coming from a place of truth, from your heart, not from your head. I get so, you know, like caught up with the cars and not looking perfect. That's the Virgo in me, you guys. I'm sorry, but I do that a lot. Sometimes if I watch my video and I see like how my hands are constantly moving and touching and changing, I guess that's the Latinness in me. Perfectionist, maybe? Yeah, I think it's more, well, the Latinness is the movement. I have to move my hand while I'm talking. And the fidgeting and fixing the card is the Virgo part of me, that, you know, the perfectionist. What else am I getting here for Sag? Okay, let's see. So yeah, you know, you have a chance here. It looks really good. But the fact that that little fox is coming there warning you, I would say be careful, because this is the type of situation that right now can look really awesome, and 3 months from now can turn into your worst nightmare. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be the case, but what I'm saying here is that your sense of reluctance here needs to be considered. And then again, we have to keep in mind that at some point, if you had a history here, that you need to let it go. If you have not forgiven that person, and now this person has come back, and they might have really changed for the better, but the fact that you're still holding back to the past would not allow you to have the right relationship. And that's not fair for you or the person. So you got to release that fear in order to be able to then have the level of clarity to see whether this is the thing for you or not. Otherwise, you won't have it. You would always be in the 7 of Wands. It's like, you know, I have to be prepared. I have to be prepared just in case. You know, here, this is all about karma, you guys. And karma, to me, is not negative. Karma, it's all about harmonizing imbalances. And remember, a lot of times, that's how we learn what we want. You know, we are able to change and be better and more clear about what we want when we find ourselves in situations that don't feel good. A lot of times we tend to judge those situations, but if you take the judgment away and see it for what it is, you know, as an opportunity for you to be more clear, you know, through this I'm getting more clear about what I don't want, then it's not so bad anymore. So here you have the opportunity to heal something with this person, and they coming around as the perfect opportunity, but you have not fully released that pain yet. There is a story here, a lesson to, that you learned. And now what are you telling yourself, Sag, as this person is in front of you and pressing your buttons? I'm gonna pick an angel card. I don't know why I feel like doing this. And let's see what the angels have to say. Let's see what is the messages here from the messengers for Sagittarius. That final call for Sagittarius this time around. Something to give them hope. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That's another thing I see here. You bring a lot of security to the table. Stable. And normally, when I look at the King of Wands is someone who's very passionate, but when it's time to do things, are not very good at it. I don't see you doing that. I don't see it that way. I feel here that with the Wheel of Fortune, you bring the financial, emotional stability. And now the passion. Wow. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. One last one. Artist. So engage in artist activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. There you have it. So this is a great opportunity for you to focus on things that are going to help you feel better. And in that way, you will receive the clarity that you're looking for in order to know what to do. And I really feel like this is it. I'm done. I'm complete. So I really hope that these messages will help you find the peace you're seeking for. Be kind to yourself. Don't forget to love yourself. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, Sagittarius.